I really admire your program here. Love seeing what the girls do when they come out to perform. There's a certain look and style that I think you've developed as almost iconic for them. And I'd love to know how you got to that place.
Um, so when I first started with Golden Motion, it was 2008, and I think a lot of teams were still in the more drill style, the traditional drill team, and they did like military routines and pep rallies, and really only did military pom. They were a kick team then, and those weren't my personal strengths, and so I worked progressively over the years to get more stylized movement on the kids and really started pushing them to do more hip hop in pep rallies so that they slowly got better and better at hip hop before we started really trying to be more competitive with it. And so I feel like over the past, I've been here 12 years, over the past 12 years, I've really developed them into more of a stylized team that does more diversity of genres of dance. I still make sure to teach traditional kick. I think it's important that they learn it being on a drill team, but it's not my personal strength, and I think that shows in the kids that it's not necessarily our team's strength as that precision field style, but we do it. But we also...
Well, you have to know your audience.
Yes.
So it is football season. You got to
yes,
know that audience.
We do the traditional field. We do a straight line kick every year. But then we also do streamer and jazz and pom and other styles on the field. And then we really love the competition season styles. We do contemporary, classical, modern, hip hop. So try to give them everything. And we don't perform ballet, but we do traditional ballet class at least once a week with each, both the competitive drill teams as well. So just trying to get them well-rounded as dancers and learning all genres.
You know, we were visiting earlier about the different performing opportunities. It actually starts with your dance students. So let's talk a little bit about that.
So in our department, we have about 150 dance class kids. We have beginner dance. We have about 100 kids in beginner dance, and then we have an intermediate level class and an advanced level class. We have a Dance for Athletes course, and then we have 3 competitive teams. We have a JV drill team, varsity drill team, and then we have a hip hop crew as well. And we do 3 shows a year that every single kid is involved in somehow. Our athletes, we don't have them perform until our spring show. We have more time to prep with them. But the rest of our fine arts dance students and our competitive teams perform at a show in December. We do a district-wide show with the other high schools in our district at the beginning of February that every student is in, and then our end-of-the-year spring show. So our fine arts dance class kids get at least 3 performance opportunities each year.
That's wonderful. And real quick, since we're sort of talking about the program here, talk about that audition process, because I thought it was very interesting.
So anyone that is interested in being on a competitive team, we do an audition in April. And there's a combination taught for those that want to be looked at for hip hop crew, and then we do a couple of different combos for those interested in drill team. They learn our traditional kick combo that we do at the end of a football game when we win. They do a ballet center or across the floor combo, and then they do a quick like pom / hip hop kind of power dance combo, so 3 short little combos. And if they're interested in drill team, they all try out together, and then we make 2 natural breaks of score. So anyone above the first natural break is varsity. Anyone in between the 2 is recommended for JV. They tell us ahead of time if they're willing to accept a position on JV. So if they score in the JV range, but they said that they will not accept that, then their name is just not listed. They don't know they scored there. And then there's those below the bottom break that we recommend to a dance class. But having them all in that one audition instead of doing separate for varsity and JV.
And mention the returners. I think that's brilliant.
So we require all returners to re-audition. It helps a little bit with some not quitting after the fact. Like if they know that it's not quite for them and they have to go through the audition process, I think it helps with that. That they just choose to not return by not trying out instead of having to quit later in the summer or whatever. But also because we're doing a natural breakup score, we don't do a minimum of 70 to make the team or anything like that. We just look for natural gaps in the scoring. And we explain to the returners that they are a part of that audition group because we want the whole team to have a natural ability
A matched
bubble.
skill set.
Yeah. And so we encouraged them to work really hard and put their best foot forward in that audition because they could drive up where that natural break falls to set the overall ability level of their team for the next year.
I think that's just the perfect way to finish that out. That's, I mean, such a smart way to do that so that it works.